Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'll be making this text tracing effect with geometry nodes. It's a quite simple node setup, so will only take about 5 or 6 minutes to complete. It should be a fun exercise, so let's get into it. Alright, as soon as we get into Blender, we'll hop right into Geometry Nodes Layout, A to select everything, X to delete, Shift A, add a new mesh plane. Using numpad 7 and 5, go into Top Orthographic View, click on New, delete group input, replace it with string input, and let's put in something like test in here. Pass the strings through strings to curve, and output. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is resample to add more points we can play with. Change it to length and change the value to 0.01. And let's output by passing it through curves to mesh right here. Okay. We'll need a profile curve, which we will use a curved line. And let's first reset here and plug in negative 0.5 in the starting x, 0.5 in the end x. And we'll end up with outline with 1 meter. So it's kind of too huge, but we'll control this by using a set curve radius right here. Okay. So right now radius is 0.005, which means we have a 1 centimeter width in this outline. Next, if you take a look right here, this looks kind of dirty, so I'm gonna change the spline type by setting the set spline type right here. And from poly, I'm gonna change it to NURBS. If you change it to NURBS, the edge is going to get beveled and it looks a little bit cleaner, like so. Next, we'll duplicate the set curve radius, move it over here, and connect the radius up with radius. Okay. So this first radius that we're setting is basically the base radius. So we want to control the base size with this. This is more for animation. So now we're going to add a mask node, change it to multiply, and drop it between the radius. And then from the value, we'll pull out a less than node. And from A, we'll pull out an index. And also from B, we'll pull out a scene time, like so. So if I were to run the animation right now, you can see it's growing steadily, really slowly, but it's too slow. So I'm gonna add a multiply between scene time and less than, and multiply it by 50, like so. So now it's tracing much faster and it looks good. But I would like to emphasize the tip by increasing the size right there. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this multiply, bring it over here, change it to subtract, and from multiply I'm going to subtract the index, like so. Okay. From the result, I'm going to pull out a map range, and I'm going to change the value of from max to 25 and to min to 5, like so. Okay. After that, I'm going to duplicate this multiply, put it between multiply and radius, and I'm going to multiply the map range with this result. Okay, so now it looks kind of like this. So you can see the tip is emphasized, and if you want to change the length, you can control it with this. And if you want to change the size of this boldness, you can change it like so, with 2 min. Okay, set it to whatever you like. And yeah, basically the geometry node part is complete. So I'm gonna set a material right here, I'm going to pull out a shader editor, select the default material, delete the principal BSDF, add an emission, connect it up. I'm going to select the purplish color, choose whatever you like, change the strength to 10, go into the world tab, change the background color to black, go to the render setting, enable bloom, turn off overlay, and let's see it render like so, right? So it kind of looks like a laser pointer making a text, and it kind of looks cool, I think. All right, so we're done with making the effect. Let's see. Now we'll just quickly go over the nodes. And yeah, it's a pretty straightforward node setup. So just make sure the connections are hooked up right. And just like that, we get this tracing text effect. Thank you for watching and see you next time.